Hey, this will be a video chart on CYCA. I wanted to get this one yesterday, but I didn't have time, and I've gotten quite a few requests of it still today. So here we are. Just up front, this is going to be more from the longer term perspective, meaning you care about what the daily chart, weekly chart, and so forth looks like. So if you are a day trader, you probably won't find much use of this, and just for example, me saying that the chart is still hanging in there. If you're a day trader, you're probably thinking, what are you talking about? Especially if you bought, up in this area. But from the daily chart perspective, the chart's still looking good. It's holding above its key support levels, and that's what matters. So once again, this is going to be more from overall chart perspective, from a longer term type viewpoint. So how can I say, well, the chart's still hanging in there, the chart still looks decent? Well, the key moving average that we want to hold, and what's been doing a good job of holding, is our good buddy right here, this purple line, which is the 50-day simple moving average. You can see that here, didn't quite touch it, but got close enough, and then rebounded, and then once more here, got close to it again by putting in a higher low, and then obviously made this big move here. So that is the key support level. That's been kind of the main question I've gotten is, what's the key support level that I need to watch to make sure to hold? And I say, well, assuming that you're at least, a decent swing trader, then the 50-day, that purple line is the key area of support. Now, kind of shorter term speaking, we had these two supports here, but they did fall today as the price closed below it. So these are going to be the short-term resistance levels that the bulls will need to get above with any sort of bounce. And I'm not picking one of them just because you can, legitimately argue that either of them would be a resistance level. So we'll just call it a little resistance zone here between 0.0032 and 0.0033. So these will be the two short-term resistances, and then obviously we have these resistance, or which I think is probably the better way, is to draw this trend line like this, since we're starting to get a pattern shaping up here, and call this one of the key areas of resistance too. Support-wise, what we have is a little area, kind of a support zone here too, which did a good job of holding. Once more, I'll change these both to green, but you can see both could be, once again, like those resistances, argued legitimately to be support levels, and you'd have a good point. So I'm just going to make a support zone, and right here you can see that the price did drop below it for a little bit today, but by the end was able to close up above, so that's a good sign. But this zone is between 0.0025 and 0.0027. And then the other support, which is, besides the 50-day, but we have our shorter term ones, is blue and gold line, which is the 10-day and 20-day. These would be lines that, ideally I'd like to see the price stay above. If it doesn't, not the end of the world, because we still are above the 50-day. But if you were to ask me what is the ideal support level that you would like to see hold, I would say, this blue and yellow line here, which is once again the 10-day and 20-day simple moving average. The other thing that was nice on the day was the volume. So it was a down day, but it's not like it was on some sort of gigantic volume where the volume bar was bigger than yesterday's or anything like that. It was definitely just some profit takers coming out as the volume shows, so no huge dumping or anything like that. So as long as volume continues to decrease, that is a good sign, as long as the price goes sideways or down. Now, if the price decides to head back up, then yeah, an increase in volume, that'd be totally fine, and that'd be something good to see. But with any sort of sideways or downwards action, the lower the volume, the better. With any sort of upwards action, price action, the higher the volume, the better. So that's how you'd want to, remember that situation. So overall, a nice move. Got some consolidation today. Now it's just a question of, is it going to be healthy consolidation? And if it can hold these support levels, then chalk it up to a healthy consolidation. If not, then that's just a sign that the bears are starting to gain some control. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you will receive a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things, from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety and something for everybody. We've been making some good money together with our trade setups and trade alerts and so forth. So I'd encourage you to head to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was CYCA. Thanks for listening.